Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you are good. So, I came across a video from a Filipino talking about how Filipinos are very happy over the deportation happening. They are happy that people are being sent back home. Why are they happy? Because they are just happy that it's happening. And when somebody gets deported in their neighborhood, they celebrate and they rejoice it. And the person went further to say that they are very proud and take so much pride in some of the things they achieve. I saw a video of some of them saying that they were taught to do the right thing when they were small. When I heard that, I don't know how to feel, but yeah, you all really be doing way too much. Like, how did you people start migrating to United States of America? You all thank your goodness. If I were black people, I absolutely would look for a way to take, if it's possible, take away some of the rights I gave you people. But you all already know that black people are not like that. And if there is anything they have preached so far is unity among one another. But you all failed to unite, and they decided to let you people be till you all are ready. Like I never knew that a Latino, sorry, I'm saying Latino, a Filipino, someone from the Philippines will be rejoicing over what is happening. You people don't even speak up for yourself. Let's get into this.
Filipinos, what are we doing? I'm seeing a lot of posts from Filipino American elders and people who are my age that are celebrating the ICE raids. They're saying stuff like, good, that's exactly what should be happening to illegal immigrants and undocumented immigrants. Our hearts should be with the Mexicans and Hispanics that are being deported. Our hearts should be with their families who are losing family members. Our hearts should be with the people rioting. We should be angry with them in empathy. But the thing about Filipinos, I love my people, but we are so prideful, especially when it comes to our successes. Being a citizen takes hard work. It's a long process and a very expensive one. I am an immigrant, and I'm very lucky to have parents that worked hard and were very smart and helped us sustain a lifestyle here until we became naturalized citizens. I came here when I was 4. I became a citizen when I was 18. Some people do not have the privileges that I had. But the thing about Filipinos is they will climb that ladder to success, and oftentimes they will have an elevator help them up there. And when they see someone struggling to get up that ladder, they will push that ladder away because they don't want to be associated with people who didn't work as hard as they did. That is not empathy. That is not godly. We are coming up with so many excuses that are fitting an American narrative that these people don't work as hard. They're criminals. They're lazy. That's a bad way of thinking. Just go back into the history books and see how Americans viewed Filipinos. We were in fucking zoos. We were treated pretty badly by this country when we were annexed by the US, so our hearts should be with the people who are being treated badly now. It upsets me because I live in an area that is full of Hispanic culture. We grew up around Mexicans here, and the Filipinos around me are celebrating their neighbor's deportation. How can you live in a place for so long and not show empathy for its people who are struggling? They're even against the rioters because, they're being too violent. They're disrupting the peace. We were colonized by Spain, and the only way you get to live your life here in America, comfortable tweeting your bullshit fucking opinion, is because Filipinos died to give you that fucking freedom. You're an immigrant! And you're privileged, and you should understand that with your privilege, you should use your voice and your privilege and your situation to help others who don't have what you had. I'm sorry, I'm getting so heated. To the Filipinos that are supporting these ICE raids and are demeaning the riots, I thought we were a godly people. People who are better versed in the Bible than me can share passages that talk about giving safe asylum to immigrants. I ask all my fellow Filipinos to rethink their position and really empathize with why these people are so angry to the point of rioting. What would you do for your family? What would you do for a community that you saw was being taken away from you? We are nothing without our people. And if their people are being taken away, this kind of issue transcends political party, guys. This issue is a human rights issue. We can go on and on about how no one is an immigrant on stolen land, but let's face the reality that we have right now. Be more empathetic towards your neighbors that are disappearing. They are working just as hard. There are stories that I have been told of people I know personally where their grandparents pass away and a month later, they get their green card. It is a long process, and you should be more empathetic. I thought we were a godly people. I thought we valued community. And those people rioting right now in LA, they are valuing their community because they are upset that it's being taken away from them. Do me a favor, Find your empathy before you make any of these annoying posts celebrating these ICE raids, and look deep within yourself as to why you were so hateful in the first place.
I've been hearing about other minorities asking Black people to show up and protest against ICE. Ask the Asians instead. Our shit's already being rocked. The working class ones are going to be targeted by ICE just like the Latino community. Hell, a bunch of us are already being deported and often to the wrong country. And then as for the richer ones, Trump has already banned all Chinese students from coming to the US to study and has banned all international students from coming to Harvard, which affects a whole lot of Asian international students. So anybody who looks Chinese, even if they're a US citizen, is going to be affected by this. He's put several South Asian countries on the travel ban list. So yeah, brown Asians are going to be affected too. Anyway, our voting numbers look very similar to Latinos. Just over half of us voted for Kamala and the rest went for Trump. We couldn't just fucking listen to Black people when they told us to vote for the Black lady who wasn't going to take all our civil rights away. And now we want them to come save our asses when they're getting whooped? Also, have you maybe considered that the feds want Black people to show up to the protests? Because then they have an excuse to escalate the violence. Then they have an excuse to call them riots. We saw what happened with the peaceful protests in 2020 after George Floyd was killed by a policeman. Also, if you've been paying any attention at all, Black people have been showing up to support Latinos who are potentially being deported. Look at all the videos from Compton. Just type Compton in your search bar. So why don't we do this? Why don't we let Black people make their own decisions? Stop expecting them to be your personal avengers. Mobilize the Asians. I know that if I'm in front of a cop at a protest, he's gonna think twice about doing anything to me. He's not gonna give me the same grace as a white person, but he's definitely gonna give me more than he gives a Black person. And if you can't go to a protest, just fucking say something, especially if you live in California. Asians, I know there's a lot of you over there. I was born in the Bay Area, so I feel like I should say something. Anyway, yeah, mobilize the Asians. Stay safe out there. So why didn't more Asian Americans vote for Kamala in November? Well, Asians in the US have nothing close to the unity that Black Americans and other members of the African diaspora have. Asian America is so divided that I don't even think there is a thing of Asian Americans. It's just a very convenient way to sort us based on which continent we came from. As Hassan Minhaj said, white racism is hating people who look different from you. Asian racism is hating people who look exactly like you. So let's look at Kamala Harris. She's half Jamaican and half Indian. First of all, a lot of Asian Americans are not kind to mixed people and will often hesitate to accept a mixed person who shares their ethnicity as part of their group. But I've noticed that in the Black community, y'all are just like, okay, you got a Black parent, you're Black. Yes, there is like mixed people dialogue, I see that, but it's nowhere close to the overall alienation that Asian Americans, for example, I'm Chinese and I see, there's a lot of unkind things that people say to half Chinese people, whether their other half is Black or white or anything else. Second of all, Kamala is not only Indian, she is specifically Tamil. She's from the very southern part of India. Among South Asians, according to many of my friends and Hassan, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, Bangladeshis, they want to differentiate themselves from Indian people and they do not claim Indian people. And among Indian people, a lot of them are not great towards South Indians. There's a lot of colorism because South Indian people tend to be a little bit darker. And then if you zoom out to Southeast and East Asians, we consider South Asians a completely different race. Like, I've heard my own family members say derogatory things about Koreans, who to most people in the US look exactly the fuck like us. So not only do most Asian Americans not consider Kamala part of us because she is mixed and because she is South Indian, a lot of us are trying to suck up to the people in power, specifically whiteness. I'm calling this out. It does not give other people an excuse to be racist toward us. Just letting you know that that's the ground rule. A lot of our parents and our grandparents, they left countries that they were actively rebelling against. Like you saw the protests in Hong Kong and South Korea very recently. There's a civil war that went on in Myanmar. Asians have plenty of revolutionary spirit. We have many times in our home countries told the man to suck it. But then we get here, there's this like worship of America because a lot of the immigrant generation doesn't know American history very well or was taught it, the propagandized version during their citizenship exam. So they don't know the history of how minorities, specifically Black and Indigenous people, were treated here. And they think that by supporting like a literal narcissist and being like the favorite child, supporting Trump means that he's not going to touch our community. Like my parents will even look at Cantonese speaking or like lower income Chinese people and be like, oh, if they get deported, it still won't affect us. We are the same ethnicity. They will look at that and be like, oh, but like we got fancy graduate degrees and we got fancy office jobs, so they won't deport us. It's like a competition of pick-meism all the way up until you get to the level of Usha Vance or Mitch McConnell's Taiwanese wife, Elaine Chao. A lot of Asian Americans, the ones who voted for Trump especially, but like also some people who voted for Kamala or didn't vote, they're like stacked in this endless not like other girls competition until something happens to them. And then suddenly they want to be Asian Americans, suddenly they want to be people of color. So yeah, most Asian Americans didn't see Kamala as one of us. And it's a huge problem. Hope that helps.
All I got from this video. And man, I never knew that Filipinos are this way. Like, so they've been making fun of people being deported. Interesting. Wow. So you people really are making fun of people being deported. That you are happy that someone, maybe your neighbor, is being deported. That shows how amazing you people are. Wow. How are you pine? Why won't you be pine with somebody being deported? You already be playing yourself. Is that why majority of you never come out? You see, Asians, just like I have said, they never come out when something is happening. You will never see them come out. I call them corny people because they are, sincerely speaking, they are corny. Frankly, they are corny. People that wants to, like, they wants to align themselves with this so bad. And when they end up marrying this, they worship. Oh my goodness, say no more. Is that the one you all are playing? I know I am against anybody calling black people out to help. But I never knew you all are busy, like, rejoicing and being happy. Oh, is that why some of you are saying, yeah, it's okay for people to come in through the right path, when some of you did not come through the right path? And some of you ended up marrying a very old person just to make sure you get the dreams. And when there is something, is that why when something happens in your community, you people don't speak about it, you don't say anything? And then when black people talk about what is going on in their community, you come out to say, because, like, black people are always this, black people are always that. How am I supposed to know what is going on with you? At least I can tell you that I can at least tell you about Native Americans, talk about some Asians. Like, there are some Asians I can talk about some, but I know most times I try to group the Asians together because I can start saying Indian, this, that. But I can tell you that some people that there are some things I know about them, but you people, what do people know you for? What do they know you for? Chameleon, being a chameleon. You all don't want to speak out because it might affect how gorgeous your accent is, or it might affect your nose or your eyes. Do you even speak up for yourself? And then come out to blame black people in the end. You all are telling us that you were taught, like, there is a video I posted on Simnaya that they said that, that why they are not saying anything about it is it's good to do the right thing. And also, I mean, people should come to the right path because their parents taught them how to do the right thing from scratch, or when they were small. Like, whose parents did not teach them how to do the right thing? Are they wow. I hope you all know that I know that there are so many of you that are still undocumented, and you all got the nerves to be happy. Man, none of my business though, but yeah. Bye for now.